I'm here live at Maida Vale with Johnny Marr. How are you doing?
I'm all right, thanks, yeah.
Yeah. Well,
nice to be here.
we're so excited to have you. Thank you so much for being here and starting Six Music Live off for us. Well, there's a lot to talk about. I mean, first, I guess I should say congratulations. The new record out today. How does it feel?
It's out today. It's really exciting. It's not, I was going to say a long time coming, but it hasn't really been a long time coming.
It was only last year, didn't it?
Yeah, but it feels like, it's a lot of work, which is great, and it's kind of exciting. It's an unusual thing to be playing in this situation the day the record comes out, so we're sort of feeling like trying to make it a bit of a celebration in a way. You know?
No, that's great. Yeah, so suits us. Obviously, we're here at Maida Vale. I mean, I'm guessing you've been in these studios before.
Yeah, many time, man and boy, many time. Yeah. Well, I went just down the corridor a minute ago to where the Smiths did all our sessions for John Peel, and when I first came here, it was, you still get the same kind of feeling when you pull up outside. It's sort of slightly historic, and if anything now, it's almost got a little more of a vibe for me because of my history, you know.
Yeah.
And the Cribs did a couple of sessions here as well.
Absolutely. No, it hasn't changed much, has it? It's probably the one corner of London that has yet to be redeveloped, thankfully. We're keeping it going.
It's not changed at all. It still feels pretty 60s, really.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's like being in the Animals or something, which is great. That's been an ambition for me. It's one band I've not been in.
Absolutely. Let's talk about that a little bit then. I mean, obviously, as you say, the first solo record came out last year, and since the Smiths and then onwards, there hasn't been a year gone by, or hardly a year gone by, where you haven't been working with one band or another. Why was 2013 the right time to make a solo record?
I think, I had such a great time with Modest Mouse in America and all the touring all over. And the Cribs was amazing too. After that, I didn't feel like I wanted to join another band, an existing band. I mean, I love doing that, and it's been amazing. The collaborations have been great. But after the Cribs, I just didn't really want to be in a different band. And so then I did a couple of soundtracks. I did the Inception soundtrack, and around about that time, I knew I wanted to be in a band, and I had ideas for songs. So I just thought, well, the one thing for it is to do my own. It wasn't like I was desperate to sort of have a solo career that I'd been waiting for 20 years. It was just the next thing to do. Yeah.
And what was the experience like? Was there a slight difference to it, because you knew your name was going to be on the finished product
Yeah,
first?
There was. When I first started doing it, I was going to do it under a band name. It was going to be under the Healers, and it was only with people around me just said, well, what are you doing? It's a solo record. And I had to adjust to that for a few weeks. I remember looking out the window or walking around town or whatever, thinking, oh, right, okay, it's just going to be my thing. And when I snapped into that mode then, I was all right with it. But it did take me a couple of weeks to get accustomed to the idea. And then I think producing it, I mean, from a technical point of view, producing it and writing the lyrics and singing it and all of that is a big kind of workload, but it's quite satisfying when it's all done. Yeah. Let's put it that way, because you've sort of painted the whole picture in a way.
Absolutely. So The Messenger came out last year. Playland is out today, as we were saying. Tell me a little bit about making the album. Was it very much that kind of, you producing, you working on it as a kind of one-man band, really?
Well, the thing is with Playland, I'd written loads of it whilst me and the band were touring on the Messenger tour, and I demoed it. So we'd come home in between festivals and different tours and things like that, and I'd write a few songs and demo them. And then I demoed some songs, like Easy Money, the single, we actually recorded on the bus on the way back on the way to El Paso, actually. And we literally recorded most of the tune in the back lounge on the bus. So I was recording on the road, and that energy and it meant that I think a lot of the songs have got a real energy and pretty upbeat, and tempos are up. So when me and the band came to record, we knew the songs, and therefore we did it quite quickly. The actual making of the record was done pretty quickly. Some stuff I kept from the demos, like on Easy Money, but I think it meant that it's like we sound live. I'm sort of singing on the record like I sing live, because when I did The Messenger, we hadn't done the shows. So I think you can hear it in the singing and in the tempos, and also the drums are louder. Yeah. Really.
Which never hurts.
Maybe I think I'm probably going deaf from the gigs.
So what have you got in store for us today? Obviously, we've got the live session coming up just after 12 o'clock. I mean, I don't want to spoil any surprises.
All right.
But, you know, what's the plan?
The plan is to try and get a bit of energy going and jump around a bit, and make it feel a little bit like a club in here, I think. Yeah. That's the best approach. And we're all happy about doing new stuff, and we're all excited about playing the new stuff, so we'll be playing that. But also we'll throw a couple of surprises in there as well, I think.
Fantastic.
Why not?
We're so excited to have you here. Congratulations again on the record. Talk more later, and of course we'll be hearing from this man live. But for now, Johnny Marr.